this is Melanie. A member in our Facebook group asked if we could show her how to take a multi-layer design and set it up within her software so that she could cut each layer on a separate color. So today I'm going to walk you through the steps to do that. I'm not sure if our member uses Cricut Design Space or Silhouette Studio, so I'm going to walk you through the process in both of them because it is a little different. But we're going to start out in Cricut Design Space and then we'll go into Silhouette Studio. Okay, so here I am in Cricut Design Space, and here is the design I have. This design isn't identical to the Facebook member's design, but it's close enough and it will give her the general idea of what she needs to do once she is inside her software. So once I'm in Cricut Design Space, if you look over to the right hand side of your screen, you'll notice that each color is on a separate layer. Cricut knows as soon as I open my design that I have multiple layers based on the colors, so it makes it pretty easy. So I'm going to move my design over and adjust the size to the size that I want to cut it at and go to make it. Now you'll see that Cricut has sorted each color on a separate mat, and I could click continue and I would feed my first layer through, which would be the white layer, and then it would prompt me to load my second mat for the black layer, and then again on the third for the lips. But if you wanted to try to speed this process up a little bit and not have to stand and man your cutter, I'm going to show you how to do that so that you can cut all of your designs on one mat and still end up with each layer on a separate color. So let's start with the second layer, the black layer. You'll want to make sure your object on your mat is selected, and then you'll see the three dots to the left. Click that and you'll see Move Object. Then you're presented with this screen, and what you'll want to do is move this object to the white mat so we can get all of our designs on that one mat. So here's my black layer. You'll notice the black layer is now white. Make note of the dimensions of this black layer and make sure that you lay your black vinyl down on that area of the mat in order to cut that layer in the black vinyl. So we'll move on to the next mat. We'll go to the red. Our lips are already selected. We've got the three dots to the left. We'll click those and click Move Object. And again, we're presented with this screen. We'll click the white mat, confirm, and now our red lips are white. But just as we did with the black layer, we'll just want to take note of the dimensions and where we're putting these lips on the mat and make sure that we lay down the correct color vinyl to cover that area so that when it cuts the correct color. So once you've done this, that's all you need to do. You can go ahead and click continue, make sure you've got the right material selected, and you should be good to go. I'm going to jump over to Silhouette Studio and show you how to do this in Silhouette Studio as well. So here's my design, and select the entire design, resize it to the size that I want my design to be. And let me see, those lips were a little off. Okay, so unlike Cricut Design Space, I can't send this to cut because Silhouette's not going to sort it by color at this point. My design is not grouped, so I'm going to select the black layer and I'm going to move it down so that I can lay down the black vinyl and still cut that black layer. The white layer, I'm going to move it up and just make sure that I've got that area covered with the white vinyl. and the red lips, same as before. Make sure that you take note of where it's laid on the mat, and then the dimensions. Lay the red vinyl down where you need it to be, and then click send. Once you get to your mat, this is what it's going to look like. Now you'll want to select the correct material, make sure your cut settings are all right, and click send. And now you'll be able to cut each layer in a different color vinyl. I hope this helps. I hope it clears up any questions you have. If not, leave your questions below and I'll get back to you and I'll help you figure it out. Be sure to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to my channel. I'll be uploading more videos in the near future.